What's going on, y'all? Will here for another barbecue video. It's been a little while, been a couple months. Sorry, I've been cooking, but I haven't been making videos. Anyway, so I'm at HEB and I've got a cook going on today. We're gonna do some brisket, we're gonna do some pork shoulder, and we're gonna do some spare ribs. I'm gonna go into a little bit of the meat, not a whole lot, just because there's a lot of protein there, and you can do a video on each one. The main focus is going to be how I run this IVS. A lot of people have IVSs, and everybody seems to do it a little bit differently. Some people have good results, some people have okay results. They always seem to come out good, but I just want to show you guys how I personally do it. There's no wrong way. But anyway, let me go in here and see what they've got available, and I'll see you in a moment. I'm back from HEB. So here's what I've got today. I'm not going to focus on the meat too much, but I will show you what I'm doing. Got two briskets. These are prime. These are big old Sons biscuits too. 19.68 pounds, 19.88 pounds. Looking at 449 pound. These I'm not going to be able to slice today. These I'm selling. So I'll show you what it looks like, but I'm not going to be able to slice into it. This I'm keeping for around the house. This is a 9.4 pound pork shoulder, and I got a couple of racks of spare ribs. Yeah, so there we go. In the spirit of letting you know exactly how I go about this, I just got back from the store. I haven't done anything. My smoker's over in the corner. I haven't done anything else. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go move the smoker into position, and I'm going to light it. I'll show you guys how I go about that, and then we'll take it from there. See you outside. Cool. It's gonna rain today, so I'm probably gonna pull this in once it starts, but I'm not too worried about it right this moment. All right, so I haven't opened this since the last cook, so I'll show you the process that I go through. So I got some leather gloves here, and you can tell they're my barbecue gloves. All right. So this has been coming off a little bit. Stick it right back on. There's little nuggets that go in there. Anyway, this isn't too bad. I'm gonna go dump this. I'll be right back. Actually, easy peasy, no mess. Let's take a look inside. So this is from the last cook. This is what's left over. What I do is I've got a couple of fire bricks here. I'll use a couple of bricks to keep them in place, and then I'll set my fire up over here. So here's my chimney. I'll take anything that's worth a damn, throw it in here. and then just toss anything off to the side. You want to get this section, well, I want to get this section kind of cleared off pretty good. Show you why here in a second. Okay, so now we're pretty good. We actually got a chimney for free right there. And I'm going to come around with my splits. So I get this oak that is, he calls it heartwood. He takes all the bark off of it and all that kind of stuff. So it's really expensive, but it's really nice to work with because I can put one here on this side. This one, as you know, oak can get funky sometimes. So I'll get this one off over to this side as much as I can, within reason. That looks pretty good. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got a split on each side. For brisket, I like to do oak and oak. If you're doing like pork shoulder, or if you want some more smoke, you can do oak and mesquite, or you can do pecan and oak, or you can mix and match. It doesn't matter, right? But for this cook, I'm selling it, most of it, so I'm trying to be repeatable. So I've got oak and oak. I really like this B&B oak. There's the yellow bag, which is mesquite, which is also good. I'm doing an oak cook, so I got oak briquettes. Some people like to use lump in here. That's fine. You do you. What I found is with the wood splits in here, it's a little inconsistent because I don't have that full briquette burn. So since I'm doing that anyway, I want to be as consistent as I can with the briquettes. If you want to do lump in there, more power to you. Don't let me stop you. Don't let me talk you out of it. Have a ball. I did find that you can get Kingsford charcoal a hell of a lot cheaper than this. This is an 8.8 pound bag. This cost $5.58, I believe, at HEB. This is enough to get me through the night with the oak splits, and I use a fan also. This will cook all the meat. That last cook you saw what was left, I let that burn out. That was 63 pounds of meat I did 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I don't remember. Anyway, that was one bag with 2 splits, and it was it was still holding 225 many hours later. Enough about that. Let's get the briquettes in. Alright, so I want to get this as tight as possible in here. I've got a full chimney here, so I'm going to make myself a hole. I'm going to move a few to the back. See if I can just get them all as nice as possible. And if you can see, I've got a nice hole here. It covers the whole section here, so it's nice and it's pretty much as tight as you're going to get it. So let's go light the coals. You might remember a few videos back, we made some cups just out of a candle, some hamster cage. Cool. And we'll just let that go. I'll pull that torch out here in a minute. I just want to make sure it's lit. Give it about 20 minutes and we're going to be ready to go. Just lit the chimney. So I come in here, I've got about 20-30 minutes to kill. So this is where I'll start my prep. I'll get everything out, but since I've got you guys on video, it's Veterans Day, and I want to say thank you to all the veterans out there. Appreciate you guys. Hat I'm wearing is from an organization called US 13. In Texas, Veterans Day is a pretty big deal. So they're going to be doing some stuff this weekend. We met the founder, Cammy Irwin, a little while ago. Her and a team like to go around and remember the 13 fallen soldiers that died on October 26, 2001 in Kabul. So they do events. They bring out the Gold Star families for those members, and they make sure that we haven't forgotten them. So with that being said, let's get this stuff ready. So here we are, about a half hour after we lit the chimney. Went in and just pulled out everything out of the cupboard, made my rub, and just got things ready. Now we're going to put the fire in. I want these guys to be white hot. Well, I do anyway. I feel that everything catches a little bit better, and we're just going to fill this up. Cool. Make sure we're able to close it. Make sure you're wearing, don't mess with the fire unless you're wearing heat-proof gloves. These are not. Anyway, let's close it up. Okay, current status. Not even on. I've got the fan on here. It's cracked open about where I like it. You can choke it off this way. We don't want to choke it off. This one I'm going to open all the way. You see we're 79.8 degrees inside. I don't have a program on there yet, but I'll get one going. Top is wide open, and we're gonna run that way. Now it's a time where I go prep my meat while this bad boy's heating up. It takes me about an hour, maybe less, whatever. That'll give this some time to warm up, and I'll show you what I do after that. Cool. Alrighty there, we're all done up, ready to go on the smoker. Couple of notes I'll show you outside in a moment. These are standard hotel pans. You can get 2 per rack in the Lonestar Grillz IVS. The large, the mini, you can get one, I don't remember. Anyway, I'll show you why I put foil on there in just a moment. Everything fat side up. Took most of the cap off the pork shoulder. There's a lot of fat in there. I don't know why people in there. Just kind of trim these guys up. Got these guys about as good as I can get them. They're all rubbed, and everybody's ready to go. All right, I'll show you in a second. Okay, so we're still coming up to temp. It's been about 1 hour since I closed this guy up. We're sitting at about 125. It's showing right there. Fireboard says 136. That's fine. I've got some smoke coming out. So what I'm looking for here is that sweet oak smell, and I'm getting it right now. So a lot of people will wait until they get their pit up to temp and throw their meat on. That's not me. It's ready to go on when I can smell I've got a clean fire. The fire's doing good. I've got some good sweet oak smell. I don't have a you know, big pungent wood smell. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these guys on. It's been heating up for an hour. It's at 136.7. I'm still wide open, and I've got the fan going, trying to catch it up to 225. The cook today, I'm going to put in here at 225, and I'm just going to close it for 4 hours. Not even going to look. The only reason I'm opening up at 4 hours is because I've got some ribs in there. If it weren't for the ribs, I'd just let it roll for maybe 6 hours, but we'll get to that in another video. That's not the point of today's video. The point is how we run the IVS. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we're showing 125 on this. You can see there's quite a bit of smoke. The way I've got this arranged is I've got 2 sets here. That's what it comes with. And my method here is I'm going to put the brisket on top. Fat cap up. If you want to fight, that's on you. And then for cleanup, I've got this hotel pan with foil on it. And I'll just sit this right underneath. Pretty easy. We've got our second brisket. These are just some of the mohawk and stuff that I trimmed off with all those snacks. And that fits right underneath just like that. Pork shoulder. Boom. Pork ribs. Pork ribs. And make sure it's easy clean up. So, if you'll notice, I've got over 50 pounds of meat in here. Nothing's touching, no sweat at all. And we've got easy cleanup. Nothing's gonna drip on each other. And we've got tons of smoke. So even though we're at 125, we're gonna let it sit. Cool. We'll be back in 4 hours. All right. We're 2 hours in since I put the coals in. That was 9:30, it's 11:30. We're looking at 214 right here. I would have liked to have done this at 200, but I'm gonna start dialing it down. So basically all I'm gonna do at this point is shut that. I've got this basically where I want it. The fan's going, the fireboard is telling me what's going on. I didn't say this before, but I've got a cork in the water bleeder, and then I'm just gonna leave that wide open and let the fan take care of things for now. I'll keep an eye on it. I don't know if you just heard that, but the fan felt it was getting there, so it just dialed it back right now. We're looking at some rain right now. It's about to come in. We just dropped 20 degrees and the wind's starting to pick up. So I'm gonna bring this underneath the patio here. There's a catch inside there, but I don't want to use it if I don't have to. So anyway, that's where we're at. The fan's gonna keep it at 225. I'm gonna look at it in about 3.5 hours from here to check the ribs out. We'll see you then. Just a quick update. We're 3 hours in since I put the meat in, and look at that smoke going. So that's a lot of convection in there. That's, for me anyway, one of the keys to getting good bark, getting a good smoke ring, getting good flavored meat, is letting this thing breathe a little bit. It's an insulated cabinet, and you can really conserve fuel And you could fill this thing up with charcoal and let it go for a month probably. I'm being a little bit sarcastic there, but you know, realistically, I'm cooking 50 pounds of meat in here with 2 splits and an 8.8 pound of charcoal. That's pretty good by me, and that's it using a lot of fuel. By using a lot of fuel, it's you know, spending a lot of smoke, and that's what's giving you some flavor there, right there. Okay, cool. It's the next day. Finish up this video. So the cook went well. Brought the brisket up to about 175, 100. I usually like to go 180. These were big briskets, so I wanted to foil butter it a little bit earlier, just because, you know, the point's so big, just to protect the sides a little bit. Ran into the foil boat till about a little over 200. They're probing real nice. Anyway, I am going to end up slicing this, so I'll show you what it looks like. I've got to run this on over to them here in a little bit, so let me just do this and we'll finish this video. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys, and let's see what this looks like. There we go. Some nice looking brisket right there. Nice smoke ring, a little fatty. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll do it again next time.